Hi, everyone. I wanted to start off the new year by sharing three New Year's resolutions that I have that I'd like to carry out for 2019. They are as follows. Number one, I want to release a video on Facebook and on YouTube once a week. And they're going to talk about everything that I've been reading about, researching, and studying for some books that I'm writing. And so I wanted to share that with you guys as my Facebook friends and friends abroad beyond that, because I need you guys to help me out with it. Um, Part of me sharing this is because I need accountability to stay on task. And I have a lot of smart friends, and I want my smart friends to help me out with this by directing me towards any information that you have on the topics that I will be covering. Uh, so, and I will get to those topics of what exactly I'm talking about a little bit later in this post, but I wanted to start off with those resolutions. So that's number one. I want to do a weekly vlog. And number two, my resolution is that I want to be more intentional about reaching out to my friends. I have a lot of friends that live in multiple states, and I don't spend enough time reaching out to you guys and making you understand and feel how important you are to me. And I want to do a better job at that. Time flies by really fast, and it's 2019, and I don't want to let another year go by where I'm not being grateful and intentional towards my friends and just getting that connection, that interaction with you guys. You guys, I'll be contacting you soon, so you'll know who you are. Number three resolution is I want to live my life with no fear, and I believe that that can be done. And this actually is one of my first steps of that. Also, um, I do not necessarily get excited about the idea of posting a vlog every week. It kind of pushes me out of my comfort zone, and that's where I need to be. A fourth thing that I would like to bring up also, I have been working on music for many years and with a couple different people. You guys know who you are that have helped me over the years writing music. And I'm going to be more intentional about that. In 2019, I want to get some music recorded and released. So stay in tune for that because that's going to happen. So this is another thing keeping me accountable to that. All right. So with those three things being said, I want to jump in and talk about some of the things that I have been researching right now. One of the books that I'm writing about, the big one, I'm writing a science fiction book about the end times. I'm not going to give too many more details, but I am going to just let you know that it's going to be research. I'm researching a lot of the future technologies that we are starting to see right now and where we are going to be going with future technology. And there's some crazy stuff that's on the horizon for our scientists and for our societies coming up, for the world in general. One of the big things that I've been researching is the quantum realm. The quantum realm is almost on the so there's two scales that we've got the cosmic realm, which is the gigantic scale of things that includes Einstein's theory of relativity, gravity, all of the fun stuff, speed of light, all of these things, these laws that operate on a giant scale. Then on the very infinitesimal scale, we have the quantum realm. Now, the two realms, the cosmic realm and the quantum realm, they work independently very well, as in our scientists are getting very good at predicting how the laws work in each of those realms. However, they have not reconciled the two. They have not been able to bring the two of those together into one cohesive formula that answers everything. That is an elusive thing that they're working on right now. But the quantum realm is a very unknown realm of science, and a lot of the best ones say that if you think that you know it, then you haven't studied it enough, because that's how they know that you have been studying it. If you say, yeah, I'm not really sure. A couple of the things in the quantum realm I wanted to just kind of hit on. These are some of the main things that they talk about. One of them is relational interpretation of the quantum realm. So the relational interpretation, and this is stuff that they've been studying this actually happening. They are observing it happening within the quantum realm. Relational interpretation is that dependent on the observer, certain effects take place in the quantum realm that might sound kind of simple, but it's true. When you observe something, the quantum realm responds to it. It's called the relational interpretation of the quantum realm. Superposition. That's a term that they use for wave functions as in the quantum systems on the smallest level, they operate almost like a wave. Again, until you observe them. Then they suddenly define themselves and become fixed points, or almost like they go from probable reality to actual reality when you observe it. The third thing, quantum entanglement. This is a bizarre factor of the quantum realm in which you can have particles that will interact with each other, and however they do this interaction, once that entanglement has taken place, you can affect one particle at one side of the universe, and if it's entangled with another one on the other side of the universe, when you affect the one, you instantly affect the other. Quantum entanglement. Crazy stuff. Fourthly, I'm going to talk about the quantum Zeno effect. The quantum Zeno effect is something that happens when you observe an atom, it doesn't move. Almost as if it gets fixed in time. It freezes. So on the smallest level, you've got particles that are flying around all over the place. They have verified that the quantum Zeno effect does in fact take place. Pretty wild. So the quantum Zeno effect is when you observe something again and it freezes. Almost like time stops for it. So a lot of these things, I've been just kind of kicking around the idea, and I'm calling on my smart physics nerds and people out there that might be watching this. Here's my question on the quantum level. Does the quantum level mechanics operate outside of time? That might sound kind of crazy, but let me just put it to you this way. There are 3 dimensions. We've got up, down, horizontal, and we've got front, back. Those are 3. 4th dimension is time, if you count time. Now, we are able to observe things such as gravity and the speed of light that are, because of the weight of gravity and because of the speed of light, they are able to manipulate time. So, to say that the quantum realm operates outside of time doesn't necessarily seem that far off when you understand that we have already observed on even the big scale how time can be affected. That's my question. And my theory is that yes, it is operating outside of the realm of time. What it is pointing to is an observable area of reality. This also includes a beam of light. If you're on the edge of a beam of light, that is also another area of observable reality in which time does not exist, or as in it stops, it ceases. If that is the case, then we have entered into the eternal realm. Now, this is where it's going to take the twist to my religious friends, my people that are spiritual. This is what a lot of my other book is going to be talking about, the spiritual connection to science. In the spiritual connection to science, my question is, when we can observe that there is no time, that there's a realm outside of time, is this the same realm that God inhabits, and in which, when the Bible and other religious works talk about an eternal being, is it that far-fetched now that our science is showing us that time can indeed be suspended in certain things that we can observe? So why is it so out of bounds to assume that there would be a being that has always been in a realm that hasn't had a beginning and will not have an ending because it just is. It always is. So I want to wrap it all up by asking a question. Is God working on a particular area of your life to change you, to push you forward more towards Him, maybe more towards life or more towards a goal that you have inside of you? Because I believe that that's what God does. He brings us to Himself. He brings us towards life because He is life. He is ultimate life. I ask that question because I was talking with a friend about how we will go through things where God will be drawing us towards something. And a lot of times we just want to have it solved for us. We want to have the problem finished. We want to be done with it. That's not how God works. God lives in the eternal realm. He doesn't care about time. And so when we face a problem, a lot of times what happens is God says, how long do you want to wait? How long do you want to go through this until you get it? I've got all the time in the world. I don't even operate in time. So it's up to us when we're going to solve these problems if we really want them. So then it ultimately comes down to, what do you really want? What do you really want in life? Do you want to solve these things when you say, one day I'm going to do A, B, or C? Is that what you really want? Because if it is, it's up to you to do it, because God is a very patient teacher. He'll wait. He'll keep showing you the lessons, but it's up to you to take those steps to make it happen. So with that being said, if we are in the eternal realm, I want to kind of blow your mind with a thought. A problem that you've been facing forever, for as long as you remember, that problem will always be there to you from your perspective. But if you enter into the realm of God, into this realm where time does not exist, where you get to the space where you clear out everything else except for the fact that you exist and that you are here at this moment right now, and there is nothing else, there is no history that affects your moment right now, there is no future that affects your moment right now. You have this moment right now. Inside of this moment right now, that problem that you've been facing forever can cease to exist immediately. And it will never come back again if you continue to make that your now moment. All that we have is this moment right here. Now, it's kind of hard to wrap your mind around, but we are outside of the realm of time if we tap into the God realm. It's just something to think about. Anyways, that's where my resolution for having no fear is coming in. My resolution to have no fear is that I'm going to go into the space where I'm going to wipe out my past. I'm going to wipe out thoughts of my future. All of those things are insignificant. The only thing that matters is right here, right now, in this moment. And in this moment, I choose to say, I will not fear. I'm going to keep saying that. And I believe that I can do it if I keep my focus on that and I don't let thoughts that are happening in real time distract me from that state of being, because that's what it truly is. All right, you guys, this has been vlog number 1, and I want to wish you guys a happy new year. I want to wish you blessings as you go forward in your lives, and make resolutions that stick. Tune in next week. I will be releasing another vlog kind of talking about more stuff that I've been thinking about and studying for my books and just in general. I welcome the discussion. Go ahead, and if you're on YouTube, click subscribe at the bottom of the page, and you'll be ready for my videos each week. If not, check back in on Facebook. I'll be posting them on there also. Thank you very much.